Oh, so it's interpretation, bro. That's crazy. I don't know. Anyway, it's interpretation, man.
Man, what's going down with you, Fred?
Not much, bro. Not much. I'm just vibing, man. I'm just vibing, man. I'm excited about this article we got dropping tomorrow, man.
Yeah, tell us about it, man. First off,
Yeah, yeah,
first
yeah.
first off, I want you to introduce yourself to our audience. I want you to tell our audience, what you're doing with your article, and kind of like a little bit of your background.
Gotcha. Want to tell you both of you brothers, I appreciate the opportunity and just to listen to what I have going on. But tomorrow, well, I'm Brother Mus'ab Yasir Bey, affectionately known as Freddie Jones, but I got my name in the Moorish Science Temple back in 2009 by a mentor. Um, we're dropping an article tomorrow. It's my sixth article on MoorisHemperor.com, uh, dedicated to the advocacy of Black men and boys. And this particular piece is called Pieces of a Man. And it took me probably about 3 to 4 months to write it. We had to do the research and kind of bind everything together because I took a different route on this article. I'm opening it up with a story, you know, and trying to give the readers a visual of what was happening at a particular lynching. But the reason I'm focusing on the lynching of Henry Smith is to bring it up to what we're doing today as Black men, right? So what not only do I want to did we want to flesh out and concretize what was going on, but we also wanted to do something that a lot of people that write about these lynchings, these ritualistic lynchings, is the economy that revolved around it, the businesses. You know what I'm saying? The carnival, the theatrics, the spectacle around it. So we picked one of the biggest lynchings in the history of America. Uh, we had maybe 20,000 people there that came from all over the state of Texas. So we chose Texas because it was right up the street, Paris, Texas, and one of the biggest lynchings ever. And what I think that a lot of people can go into is all the businesses that were the money that was generated from the lynchings of Black men. Not only are we painting a picture of what happened to him in detail, but and how due process was skirted, but also all the little fissures and the interstices, the businesses, and the trajectory of those businesses today. These small mom and pop, maybe pie and pastry businesses. You know, we look at the trajectory of this man's family versus the trajectory of the businesses and the people involved in this lynching of what he was, accused of doing and not giving due process. So we're excited about it. Like I said, it took 3 to 4 months to write it. This is my sixth one. The last one did pretty well. We expected it to go worldwide tomorrow because we dropped the article in a few groups, but one of my biggest supporting group is Passport Bros, and they really turned the article up. So once I put it in there, man, they're reading it in China. We're doing all the analytics, right? So we do, how long the article's read, how long people have spent, different little things we're critiquing on the blog, and a lot of our readers are coming from Edinburgh, the UK, because I sent it to Professor Tommy Curry, PhD, that did The Man Not. He's one of like the heavy hitters in the advocacy of Black male and writing on gender studies. And we sent it to him, and he liked it and gave me a lot of good feedback on it, and he gave it to his colleagues in the UK, and now it's all over the UK. The last articles called The Other Side. And did you hear what they said? And we're naming the articles based on my favorite artists. It's a schematic that we're doing in it's a pattern, and it's Gil Scott Heron songs. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? He's one of my favorite jazz artists, and we kind of fashioning these articles after the title of his songs, and we're working towards a bigger piece, which is a book that I'm going to put out in probably about a year or two, called Villainy and Culpability. But all the pieces of articles are pieces working up to a main book. But I'm just trying to get funding for it because it's going to require a lot of research. Right now
Yeah.
I'm just an independent. I'm an independent scholar, an independent researcher, and it's tougher to try to get what I want to do for the book done. But the articles are a little bit more easier, and I can kind of get people associated to who I am and generate a want, generate a yearning for the book whenever I put it out.
How many people are involved in the process when you put these articles together? Is it you sifting through a lot of information, for, like you said, for a couple of months to get the information to put in the article, and then you have a group that you give it to or show it to? Or do you have like a group of researchers that you have, like-minded individuals, where you guys research and put the article together?
Well, I have a team, and to tell you the truth, I'd rather you not be like-minded. I'd rather you poke at the article and push back. So I have a couple of editors. If I'm doing the storytelling, like I did in this one, I chose a particular editor. I pay an editor to and then I have an editor that really deals with me on a full-time basis. But for this one, I kind of looked into a different editor because I wanted to go into the storytelling. But it's an editor. I have a fact checker to push back against me on some of the facts, some of the statistics I put, some of the research, from Brookings Institution or whatever I uncover. And then the final step is a PhD professor I'm very cool with out of Morgan State. So after we finish everything, we send it to him and let him poke at it, African American Studies professor, and we kind of squabble, fight. You know what I'm saying? He pushed me, and after we do that, and he tell me my work is legit.
Yeah.
Then we put it out. But it goes through a whole thing because I've scrapped a few projects before that work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff that get left on the cutting room floor. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that don't make the light of day, but it can be reused in something else. You know what I'm saying? Or something that I may have half-assed, and he kind of checked me on, and I take it out. Yeah. But it's a process. Every paper, man, this is the sixth one, but every paper is a process, and it ain't, I don't just get up and write. I write, and then I send it to the editor, and we talk about it, and then they tell me to take this out, put this in. Sometimes I scrap the whole beginning and start over again. This one was tough to write because I had to relive what this man went through, and I was trying to find a way to tell a story that's been told before, but in my voice, or in a way that my audience or the audience I'm developing will feel it, make it more palpable to people like us when we read it. I didn't want to make it too Shakespearean. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to find the medium that or strike the golden mean right in that middle to where, maybe the PhDs vibe with it and maybe the layman vibe with it. But at the same time, I want them to understand what the excruciating pain the brother went through in this particular lynching. And of course it wasn't just hanging, it was a litany of things like hanging, burnings, drowning. So when we say lynching, that's the broad term.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I kind of wanted to touch on that. And then we spoke the other night, the biggest thing is I wanted to kind of place these rituals in this proper context, because it's easy to call a white man the devil, right?
Yeah.
I think that he's the devil, but if you don't understand the medieval context of what he's performing on us or what happened to us, then you'll miss the whole thing. Because we talk about a lot of different secret societies and orders and witchcrafts and all that, but you got to understand the kind of dark magic that goes into a person's mind to be able to flip that switch, to not look at you as a human being, to be able to do this to you. You know?
Man, I'm excited about the article. I'm gonna check it out. When you go to mooresemperor.com, is that's your website, right?
Yeah, that's my website. And when you go there, it'll pop up all the articles I've done, from the newest to the oldest. You know what I'm saying? It'll pop up, and then you got the menu button. You can go to. I do précis, a little abstracts about the article. So before you read it, you can read that to kind of give a rundown of what the article's about, get you familiar with what you're about to venture off into. But as soon as you go there, but tomorrow we're dropping. So tomorrow we have it set for 7 a.m. MLK Day. So tomorrow I'll have it posted to where you can just click on it, go straight to the article instead of going straight to the website. If you go to mooresemperor.com, go into the website and you'll see everything. Okay. But tomorrow I'll post it to where you can go straight to the article and read it. But we're excited, man. This is my biggest one, and I hadn't dropped the article in like 3.5 months, 4 months, but it's kind of like people's on there every day for the past 3-4 months waiting on this article based on the first 5 articles I done. And we started the endeavor in March of last year, 2022. And what I wanted to, my main goal is to get brothers to galvanize together and put all the BS aside and do a cross-class collaboration because of what's happening to us. You know what I'm saying? And it's a rift, a yawning abyss that's happening between black men and black women. That's why we have these relationship conversations and these Kevin Samuel conversations. And I'm not a relationship coach, but in my writings I do deal with the breadcrumbs that led to this yawning abyss between us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because environment shape behavior, and the policies shape the environment. So when the policies are tilted more towards one direction, matriarchal, then you get a certain type of behavior. You know what I'm saying? So the environment creates the behavior. You always got to ask what was going on in the environment to create a certain behavior of people. You know what I'm saying? What are some of the cultural strands, the cultural history that's going on to make people act the way they act versus how we used to be maybe in the early 1900s or the 1800s. You know?
Yeah, man. I read a lot of your posts. You know, we follow each other on social media, and you know, sometimes I read the post and I ask my wife, or you know, I ask like a person next to me, hey man, what you think about this topic? Because I do like to read the comments. I think it strikes dialogue and conversation. I play linebacker, so sometimes I gotta say, man, what the hell does this word mean? You know, sometimes I feel like I gotta be a linguist to read some of them. Man, hold on, man, I play linebacker. Let me check this out.
I only do that because Elijah Muhammad said we got to stop talking to our people in baby terms. You know, a lot of brothers used to tell me to kind of scale it back, but then you got certain brothers that'll tell you, hey man, just if you keep talking to people in baby terms, and they gonna stay there. You know, when I study and I research heavy hitters. I'm talking about heavily academic stuff. There have been times where I had stuff that I couldn't even read for a couple of years until I got my weight up to be able to digest it. You know what I'm saying? But I keep a dictionary, keep a Black's Law dictionary, keep an Oxford dictionary, and that's what the tools I've been taught to use to study, to not let it deter me from the work. You know what I'm saying? So I think that me using certain terms to get people conditioned. If you really like to work, it'll get you conditioned. And then when you start seeing things like that, it ain't, it's less intimidating and it'll register. So if you see a term like deleterious or, pernicious or something, you can associate those words and automatically, and you don't have to stop. You can keep rolling. But, I think it's good. Like I said, Elijah Muhammad said, he chose, one of the reasons he chose Farrakhan is because he liked the way he spoke, and he didn't want Farrakhan to speak in baby terms to the people.
Yeah, I totally understand that. I was one of the scale back people, man. We never had any disagreements per se. It was like the and I was thinking about today. I was like, it's just sometimes when people are on different missions. Or there's a clash. Like we can both have righteous missions, but we can clash on the direction to get there, right? And so, the unity you speak of, it comes from. It isn't. We usually look at it like, okay, us brothers who are doing well need to get them brothers that's not doing well, right? But it's the vision between the brothers that's doing well. You know what I'm saying? We need to get right with each other too. You know what I'm saying? On some notes, like. We let little how are we beefing and we work together we want the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'll take this, you take that, and we get to everybody here, you know what I'm saying? So, but I totally understand.
I'll tell you what hit me, bro, is I was reading a brother by the name of Dr. Nathaniel Connolly. He did a book about Florida. It was called A World More Concrete, and he's talking about all the history of Florida. And one of the things that struck me, he said that we never as black people, never had a cross-class collaboration. You know what I'm saying? And when he said that, it hit me in a different way because I'm on a mission for the advocacy of black men, because I feel like that's our weak point. That's the point that we keep getting attacked at, right? And as long as they're offering up incentive to women, they incentivize women to go against us or to vote in interest that doesn't help black men because they don't understand how they're attacking us. It's through the black man. So I took that concept that he said and just thought about it. We need a cross-class collaboration with black men, because guess what? When Byron Allen couldn't buy that channel, he was in the Supreme Court and he was talking the blackity black stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm with him. I'm with him 100%. But you're a billionaire. Like, Byron Allen is one of the richest brothers in America on the low, and he got a lot of money. He richer than probably Robert Smith on the low. If you listen to him talk, he got his hands on a lot of things that you can't. He's so enmeshed in certain parts of America that you don't know what he has interest in. You know what I'm saying? He owned the Weather Channel for $300 million, bought that out, and when he tried to buy a particular channel, that's when they, he felt the resistance from the higher ups, the so-called Jewish people or so-called whites, and what he realized is, which I'm pretty sure he knew, but what he realized is like, look, man, you black. You can be Bill Cosby, you can be, you can be T.I., whatever the case may be. But I feel like if I can come and preach this message to men, it'll resonate with them. Like, my message ain't for women. You know what I'm saying? We're at war. So it's easy to get you brothers to hearken what I'm saying than women. What is this to them? How does this doesn't incentivize them? They've already been taken care of, or they already, been incentivized to, file child support, do this and that, get all these federal benefits or whatever. So if my message got to be to black men and black boys, the young guys that can hear it, you know what I'm saying? And it could strike a chord with them and get us to understand it. We're gonna have to work together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whatever station or rung in life you at, bro, you still black.
Yep. Nah, man, I'm glad we got you on. So this is a question that me and Boogie, we've been going back and forth about. And I told him, I said, man, we got to get somebody educated enough on to talk about it because we don't know. Break down for us the Moorish American. And like, I know some people, and I have a very elementary understanding about it. Most of the time I hear people say, well, during slavery time, the Moorish American or the Moorish black man was a free man because we were here first. So kind of break that down for us, the Moorish American, and kind of like what that means to you and also what it means to our people.
Look, man, it's a few different strands of that going on, because you got people that are kicking this sovereign citizen type of doctrine in terms of free man, free person, and all that. And I get it, but I mean, we have to take it from the beginning. When you talk about you're Moorish American, that type of talk came from Noble Drew Ali. The establishing of the Moorish Science Temple in America, which was 1915, which is the old Canaanite temple first. Because if you read and research Noble Drew Ali work, he says Moabite, Canaanite mix. We're Moors, we're Moabites, Canaanites, that mix. So when he established the old Canaanite temple, he flipped it to the Moorish Temple of Science and then to the Moorish Science Temple of America in the 1920s. But he was basically teaching black people that we have a longer history than just being Negro, blacks, and colored, that was a label. That it was kind of like if you throw sardines in a can, they're all sardines, but if you really look at it, they're all different schools of fish. It's just once they're captured, they're all called Negroes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Negroes.
Yeah.
So he was trying to teach people their roots in Islam and their roots as Moors from being from West Africa or different parts of North and West Africa. Right. So it's not that when they seen black people in West Africa, when you look at all the old writings from the Inquisitionists to different writings, they called them Moors. And in between different tribes or different empires, we recognized each other as Moors. And there was a time that, you had Morocco, but then a large part of Africa was called Morocco at one point, depending on the jurisdiction and depending on what time. Who ran the West Coast when West Africa when George Washington was president was the Sultan of Morocco. He ran large swaths from Tunis to Tripoli to not just Morocco, but the reason why Drew Ali called us Moors is because we descend from the ancient Moabites, which were called Moors in the medieval times, which was, he was trying to establish a nationality for us over here. Because we've always been struggling and striving and fighting for an identity. And it wasn't until 1988 until we've been called African Americans with Jesse Jackson and a coterie of different people. I mean, that's when it really was legitimized in 1988. But prior to that, it was what Negroes. I'm black and I'm proud with James Brown. That's what popularized black. Before then, in the 20s, you get your ass whooped if you call somebody black.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Prior to then, you colored.
Yeah.
Prior to then, you knew. So we always went through different iterations trying to find an identity. What Drew Ali was trying to, what No Prophet No Drew Ali was trying to do is give us an identity rooted in the Moorish paradigm. Mm-hmm. Now, when you talk about that, you got to sit that there. Prior to Noble Drew Ali, you have to understand he was pointing back to a history that was already there. J. Rogers wrote about it. George G.M. James and Stoughton Legacy wrote about the Moors being the custodians of the Egyptian mystery systems and Egyptian. The reason why we're still going back to Egypt now is because of the Moors. The reason why you got a Dr. Ben and Dr. John Henry Clark and Chancellor Williams is because Moors went into Egypt thousands of years ago and, translated all the stuff that was on the wall to bring it back, to bring Europe out of the Dark Ages. But the only way they was able to do that is because they had a kinship or running lineage and legacy with those people to be able to bring it back to the rest of the world, China or whatever the case may be. And so, it's an old legacy that when Drew Ali came, he was just trying to get people to understand this history. But the history expands way further than Prophet Noble Drew Ali coming on the scene in the 1920s. You know what I'm saying? Because you had books like Islam and the Antebellum South. You know what I'm saying? Like they're always hinted to Muslims that were black men being in captivity. It's a book called Prince Among Slaves that Mus'ab Yasir Bey narrated on PBS. It's a book, but he narrated on PBS in 2008. And if you look at that, that's when he changed his name to a Moorish name. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Back in 2008. But he narrated it, but it was about a brother who got roped up into slavery, and they discovered that he was a prince in the Moroccan ran empire, and they had to send him back because of the agreement that they had with the Europeans over here. And then we have a book called A Fortunate Slave, where the same thing happened, where his brother was in slavery for 40 years, but once they figured out he was a Muslim and a part of the Moroccan Empire, or a Moor, or a Muslim, or whatever you want to call it back in those days, then they had to get him out of slavery. You know what I'm saying? Because of the deal that they had with different European nations. But it's an old legacy, and when you hear people talk about use things like free native, like that's the new type of talk. Yeah. That kind of broke off from the older tradition. You know what I'm saying? Some of it has merit, but we had to really, really dig down in the weeds of when did the sovereign citizen white talk come in there and what they're really trying to say. Because Noble Drew Ali wasn't talking like that. If you read his literature, he was talking about being a good citizen, the divine creed of Islam. It was more so a community type of thing. It wasn't like, like teaching you that colored is something that's varnished or stained. Black means debt and law. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That type of stuff. But basically, that's what it is, and it's just an older legacy that we're connected to. I don't like to get into back and forth with people because we would call a number of different things. You know what I'm saying? The biggest thing was Moor. That was the last thing we fell under. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because we got brothers that's Israelites, and those are our brothers too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's an older. But you talk about traditions. You know what I'm saying? They call it religion, but it's really traditions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Older tradition. Islam is a tradition. We call it a religion, but it's a tradition. You know what I'm saying? And we have all these traditions that was already around even before you called it what we're calling it now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They have to exist ahead of time before you can name it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the gist of it.
I've heard Noble Drew Ali. I've heard of him before. I'm not too familiar with his teachings. How much of the Nation of Islam, how much of his teachings do they follow? Do they work hand in hand?
That's a good question, because that's one of the biggest questions in it. And a lot of brothers that's in the Nation of Islam, they don't talk about the existence of Noble Drew Ali. Okay. They kind of step away from that, but you can always find the boomers, the 70-year-old brothers in the nation. They admit that they were Moors before they were that. Here's a little fun fact. that Noble Drew Ali was before Elijah Muhammad.
Mm-hmm.
He established the first order of Islam, recognized by the president,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then when he dies in 29, or transitions in 29, the Nation of Islam gets started in the early 30s.
Yeah.
Well, the fun fact is most of their earlier participants in that movement came out of the Moorish Science Temple. So a large portion of their members that charted it came out of the Moorish Science Temple of America because they came first. And Elijah Muhammad speaks on Noble Drew Ali in a theology at the time, and gives props and honors to Noble Drew Ali being, the first one to bring Islam as an organized establishment over here to the brothers. So it's a whole genealogy when it comes to that, and a lot of their teaching are similar when you're looking at the Supreme Wisdom lessons, and then you study Noble Drew Ali's 102 questions.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of things that line up, you know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why people hide, the brothers in the nation hide it, because everything has its lineage, everything has its genealogy. They just they actually took it to another level. You know what I'm saying? Drew Ali wasn't around long enough to be able to,
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I got a question. Sorry to interrupt you. I got a question for you. So, do you think that technology has affected the way that tradition is spread? I say that because, and I think about this every day, about let's say, imagine Sheila Jackson Lee going into trying to run for office the first time, 72, 75, something like that, right? 78, 79, right?
Yeah.
Imagine the things that was okay to attempt to say whatever, right? Now imagine a law, let's say Councilman Thomas in F, when she goes and runs, right? There are things that are like technology and socialism and all these different whatever you want to call them. Like, you can't just be like, nah, you hoes can't run. But in 1972, I'm pretty sure the vernacular was open game. You know what I'm saying? You can do all kind of stuff. Do you think technology and the advancement, does it affect the way the traditions are pushed along? Because like you said, in the 50s, or I'm sorry, in the 30s, to start something was a whole different thing from starting something in 2023. Like, there's different modules, there's different, like, you can literally start something on without any income, without an idea can be pushed literally in your palm, you know what I mean? So how do you feel that affects the spreads of traditions?
I think it spreads it quicker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that may be dangerous in a lot of ways too, because if you don't really get a holistic understanding of a tradition, sometimes the technology can pass up the development of the people too.
And that's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at.
It's certain things that people ain't ready for. Certain things the military have that they don't unleash, which I think is surreptitious and sneaky, but there's certain things I understand why they would.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why they wouldn't let certain things out of the bag, and because it could precede the development of the people, or where the people at.
Yeah.
And then you gotta understand too, they dumb us down a lot.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you dealing with your creation of different type of people being zombies, and then you trying to push this technology, that could do more damage to them because they're not ready for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that it not only just tradition, but a lot of stuff that technology has affected and kind of moved it at a hyper speed. But I don't think that's always good, because if you're gonna have an understanding, then it can burn out quick, or you put it in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
In the wrong generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes shit can become like 10 years too quick or 30 years too late,
Yeah, that's true, man. I've been on this kick for a couple years now, but just going into place, when I go anywhere or do like literally anything, I just think about, how was this function in 1970? How did this move in 1960? How did like this being able to go in this store and just associate with this type of person that and it's all good. Not even as good. It's just it's nothing. So there was time when you had to go around the back. You know what I mean? Or it was times when I'm old enough to know when you go on the plane and they take the signs off and everybody starts smoking.
Hey man, it's funny you say that because me and my lady was watching Barry, the Barack Obama story.
Yeah.
They had him on the plane in '81 smoking on the plane. We were like, you can't do that.
Man,
you can smoke on the plane.
It used to be like, and it was crazy. It's like you think how normalized unrational thinking can be. Just because, like, man, you go to the doctor and the doctor like, well, I think you might have cancer. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you got it, man. You've been coming every once a week, for secondhand smoke, fool. That's how I got it.
Yeah, but some of that information, they didn't know. So,
they knew.
Well, no, because at one point in time, doctors would prescribe cigarettes for weight loss because smoking curbs your appetite. Now, at the time, they didn't have the information. Now, as time moved on and they start seeing the effects of smoking these cigarettes is cancerous because of the toxins that's in it, now they know better. Like, I think the first time that they actually mined uranium, bro, it's this small town. I forgot where it's at in America, but they were mining uranium.
Yeah.
And the townspeople were bringing that shit home, making, like, water pitchers out of it, plates, because the shit glowed. And then you fast forward a year or two later, the whole town dying of cancer because they didn't know about the radioactive effects from the uranium. And they're like, oh, shit, this shit is radioactive. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you don't know. It's like trial and error.
The consciousness unfolds too. Like the consciousness of the people. You see more people health conscious, paying attention to what they eat versus what they, didn't know back 50 years ago.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You're
talking about people with different allergies now that recognize where the allergy comes from,
But
the consciousness unfolds.
That's spreading, sorry to cut you off, that spreading of knowledge, like you're told breakfast is the most important meal of the day. They just told you half of the story. They didn't tell you the whole story. It's not just that breakfast, it's what you eat and how you eat, because all it's doing is setting you up for your next meal. You ain't supposed to have, it's not setting you up for the day, it's setting your gut up for the next, it's setting your,
for the next meal.
It's not, it's...
And you're really not supposed to wait till you get hungry.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know
what I'm saying? The point is to never get the urge. You know what I'm saying? Put your body in the schedule. Yeah.
But we told this one thing for years, and it becomes, milk does the body good, and you look back, you're like, man, somebody knew from the get-go, and they had to know, man. Like, it would, if you just look back and think about it, like, man, why are we drinking cow milk, man? Like, it don't take much to be. So I always wonder in history, and it always comes out that there are people in history that are like, man, this is a bad idea, man. And those guys are like, shut up, man. Let's get in the boat, the Titanic. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't, man. Look, man, I don't. That person not talked about it at all. You know what I'm saying? But 30 years later, like, man, Ribbit Tribbit had been said it was. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the person who decided not to get in the Titanic is talked about. His name is J.P. Morgan.
Are you going to talk about that?
And for some reason, all of his business adversaries happened to be on the boat and died. But it's not here there.
That's interesting.
I want to fact
then you got to look at you got to look at people's business interest in keeping certain things going too.
Yeah.
Because they got that little documentary on who killed the electric car.
Yeah.
But you realize that they stopped that from happening because there was so much money being in this fuel, fossil fuel.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to and then they're slowly becoming more environmental conscious, but they're trying to make sure that whoever's in leading and being billionaires can get a hold of whatever is going to be flip to. They won't lose their position to no new billionaires or no new money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Because like you said, I always think about that. I'm like, man, they got electric cars, man. Like, they literally, like, gas should be dead. Like, we got cars.
Gas should be dead, bro. We shouldn't be buying light bulbs like that. The original light bulb lasts 100 years.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have to get tires because tires run flat. I mean, think about the hustle with just getting a tire. You
Man.
know what I'm saying? They can make a tire that just lasts.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
so
man.
it's all a hustle, man. It's all to keep you coming back with capitalism. You know what I'm saying?
I got hustled the other day, man, to bring a little bit of levity to the conversation, man. We went to, they opened up the A-Leaf neighborhood center on Saturday, and the city came out, and it was the mayor and all the councilmen, and a bunch of whatever, about 2,000-3,000 people out there. So it's you got Carlos Hurt was there, a bunch of people was there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So anyway, I got hustled, man. I got hustled. So I'm walking around. I kind of had a VIP pass or whatever. We were sitting front rows, and people were like, "Hey, we had these A-Leaf shirts on," and somebody stopped me. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I like your shirt. Can I interview you?" And I was like, "Sure, yeah." And she's like, "Well, She started telling me what she want to ask me, and then it just dawned on me to be like, hold on. Who are you?" You know what I'm saying? And she was like,
Hmm.
"Oh, well, I used to work in the news in East Texas, and I went to Hastings, so I'm trying to get back in the news. So I'm just doing some reels to show." I'm like, "Oh, so it's not for real?" It's like, "Oh man." You know what I'm saying? You got me all. And so as it happens, brother Kevin is across the way. Look, all he sees is the interaction. So he like, "Hey, you gonna be on the news?" So he filming. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
man, I got swindled, man. But
I did see the picture you getting interviewed.
it looked pretty official, didn't
That's
it?
why I say, you a politician. You posing with Sheila Jackson Lee and the other young lady. I'm like, hold on, man. Y'all boys finna run for office. No wonder you've been doing all of this pandering on the pod lately. You know what I'm saying?
Pandering, man. You're a name caller.
Hey, pandering and stuff on the
I
pod lately,
pandered.
man.
You know what? I have a week, not a week. I have a soul for everybody, bro. Because I feel like we're all the same in some instance. I can always feel like anybody who's in any position, we've been in that position before, man. We the prince or the pauper, man. Like it doesn't matter. Like we've all been. So sometimes the pauper is dead wrong and out of place. But we're like, come on, man. We can't. Come on, man. We can't be like that because at some point we gonna be dead wrong, out of place, and we want the same grace. You know what I mean? So that's pandering to me. To me,
I know you're a world traveler. How many? I'm trying to catch up. How many places have you traveled, and where do you like to go? And then when you do travel, how do you travel? Are you like me? I want to go to places where the beach is. I don't really want to learn anything while I'm traveling. I want to vacate. Are you one of these travelers that like to go somewhere for a purpose, kind of learn, kind of be around, the real people, not the tourist
Yeah.
areas? What kind of traveler are you?
Yeah, well, I travel with a purpose, man. Everywhere we go, we pick because of the connection. You know what I'm saying? The connection with our people here, and the connection to the places we're going. Historically, like we got Cuba coming up in 2 weeks. So me and the crew, we got 10 of us. We're getting a big mansion out there, but we're gonna post up for about 5 days. But we're going there because we want to connect with the people because it was a big Panther Party and the Black Liberation Movement there. A lot of the Panthers died over there or still are over there in exile or whatever. But a lot of places that we go, we pick like we've been to Ghana, we've been to Colombia, Panama, different places where the slave trade happened, and that we get to we live amongst the people, and they always teach us about these places and their roots and their connection to us. So, say for instance, we went to Colombia. We hit up like a few places like Medellin, Cartagena, Bogota. But the special place we went to was called Palenque, and it's the island that's off the coast of it, right? And it's nothing but black people there. But they told us how they had zero COVID cases because they kept all the white people away from it. They shut down the island. This is what they said. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, the same shit in Cuba. They shut down the island and they refused to let any tourists on, white people or whatever. And they had 0%, but we talked about their history, their heritage, and they have the same story we had. Coming from West Africa, they know some of the tribes that they're from or whatever, but they look at us as their brothers, you know what I'm saying? Because when you look at Panama, you look at Colombia, you look at all these people from Cuba, we all got the same story. And it gives you a more a connection with these people, and you understand what's going on over here. versus they may be in third world, but they got a lot. Their their excitement for our heritage, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because Colombia has really experienced a consciousness unfolding about Africa too. So they're on beaches doing these dances, and you know what I'm saying. They're going through their whole thing. But in Cuba, they got this every Saturday. They got this Afro Cuban Day that they, you know, reference to Africa, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and celebrate Africa. And they love, you know, when African Americans come over, you know, to teach them about the culture and stuff. So yeah, we travel with a purpose, you know. We went to London. You know, when we went to London, that was a cool experience because we recognized so many things that was dedicated to Black people. Moors. They had Moors Vision Hospital. We partied at 8th and Moorgate, a rooftop party.
Mm-hmm.
This street was called Moor this. That street, these brothers from Africa wearing fezzes on rooftop parties. You know, this is not a foreign concept to them. Like, you know, they very familiar with the history that we try to teach the brothers over here. It's like a no brainer over there. So when me and the fellas went, they were like, "Man, Fred, you've been kicking this for years, and now we see it." You
Yeah.
know, in London, in places where the Moors were ruled for along for 800, 900 years, you know. But everywhere we went, it was named after that, you know. But basically, we travel with a purpose, man. We travel with the crew. It's like maybe 5 to 10 of us that get together. We do a couple trips a year. And we always make it purposeful. Like, you know, when we went to Ghana, I've been to Morocco, I've been to Egypt, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere that I want to go. I don't want to go anywhere that's not simpatico or easy or friendly to Black men. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Gotcha.
Because you know we can stay here for that. You know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say, I'm not okay. So I find myself in between, in between, I guess, classes, right? Because
Hmm.
I can, you know, I do a lot of work with underprivileged and have-nots, right?
Yeah.
And then in doing that, I have to, you know, rub elbows with the haves, be like, hey man, we ain't got some over here, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, to have a little, hey man, I know you ain't got a bunch, but can you, you know, whatever, how it goes, right? And so there the access of the internet and information and technology allows us to, like, okay, we can go on trips now, right? We can go, you know what I'm saying? We can get
Yeah.
out of here. It's you being so intentional just highlights more how unintentional people are when they go to trip, you know, a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I understand I'm going to relax, but there should be you can go, to me, I feel like, and this is me being me or whatever, but you can go relax and still come back with some nuggets, because going somewhere and just spinning and being loud and getting drunk and then coming back and, you know, same situation where you could have went somewhere, been loud, got drunk, but had some fat meat on your plate when you leave. Like, damn, this is how I get out, or this is what they doing. Boom, okay. Now my mind is, I got, you know, I can see different. But you
Yeah.
know, that's a conversation that we have to have as a collective hey man, we're not just going out here to party, man. These are
Well,
business trips.
but a lot of the brothers I travel with, they kind of the same mind, man. It's a trip, man. I want brothers to travel more because I want people to see brothers to see how we're treated in these
Yeah,
places. You know, it's a different feeling to go into somewhere and not being suspected of stealing, or you know what I'm saying, or
yeah,
people are actually happy to see you,
yeah,
or you know what I'm saying, or you are the real deal that they've been copying in terms of music,
yeah,
hip hop. You know, they doing their version of drill music. They doing their version of, you know, we take a lot of stuff for granted.
yeah,
Like, you know, we come there dressed like we're dressed. You know, in different places of Mexico, different places of Colombia, they'll flock around you, man, because you got people pretending to be us,
yeah,
and then you got the genuine article coming there, and we're
yeah,
not pretending. We're
yeah.
actually from these places. You know what I'm saying? They created the people that they look up to.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of them revere us because of they know what we went through, and
yeah,
we're still here.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And they have more respect. Like when we went to Ghana, man, they got the WBEB, the Boys Center. They got They got things erected to Elijah Muhammad. People we take for granted.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They look up to, or they look to, like, Kwame Ture, who was Stokely Carmichael. I mean, these are big, giant figures in their eyes, just like they were when they were alive here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they look to us for a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that you'll never know until you go over there. You just got to go see it.
Yeah, yeah.
People can tell you all day, but you'll realize how important African Americans are to the world, and African American men especially, because we did so much traveling. We fought in all these wars. You know what I'm saying? The Red Tail movies. That was about black men. That was early Passport Bros.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got Miracle at St. Anna.
Yeah.
Spike Lee.
Yeah, yeah.
Early we was in Germany. You know what I'm saying? All these movies are showing you that, the early civil rights brothers, they came home like the Dr. King daddy age.
Yeah.
They were fighting in wars. They came back radicalized because they realized that they was getting a bad deal here, and they watched and learned from different political campaigns or different people that they learned from over there, and they got radicalized when they came over here, and they, and then they had experience killing white people, so they came over here dropping their nuts like, fuck this, that was the original generation that wasn't scared of white people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
They taught them how to kill, and they brought it back home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To let them fight in the war, they had to teach them how to kill.
Yeah.
They knew how to make bombs too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
true.
they were the original Passport Bros.
Yeah. Man, the future, man, is the future is bright, man. And it's bright, it's scary, but it's I always feel like it's always going to be doomsday theorists, no matter what day it is. You know what I'm saying? What time is 1500 or 2023? People, this is the last days. It's over. It's coming soon. But man, it's just I wonder how our kids are going to be able to maneuver in this world. You know what I'm saying? I wonder, if some of the ideologies that we tried to actualize, well, they've come to full fruition. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you think about it in the long run, in America, the black man struggle in America is in its in the infant stages compared to other struggles, peoples or whatever, or just in the lineage of time. You're talking about 400-500 years compared to the billions of years of the earth, or even the thousands of years of men. It kind of shrinks it, but it's like, what's next? You know what I'm saying? What is next, and who are the people? Who's going to spurn those people or build those people that's going to inspire the minds to be next? Yeah. Where it's going to come from?
Yeah. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. I got another little setup in a minute, fellas. Man, I'm gonna have to run, but man, I greatly appreciate this, bro.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you too, man. One more time, give us the information so where we can find the article that drops tomorrow, so our listeners can go check it out. Me and Boog can go check it out.
Yeah, MorrisEmperor.com. Drops at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. It's called Pieces of a Man. And said we got to set for 7 a.m., man. And we're excited, and we I have a podcast called Safe House 2. We just finished the first season of it. I'm writing the second season. I'm the co-host, the writer, and the co-creator of that and a few other podcasts. Mm-hmm. So you can go to Pod and Platformation on YouTube, and under Pod and Platformation, we got a bunch of different, 4 different podcast shows. We have New Slaves, we got Gentleman's History Hour, which I started off helping on that, and then they gave me my own show, Safe House. So we wrapped up a season of that. So you can find all that on MorrisEmperor.com.
Okay. All right, cool, man. We appreciate you for the time. Check it out, MorrisEmperor.com. 7 a.m. Martin Luther King Day. Check the articles out. He has 6 of them up, 1 dropping. And what's the name of that one dropping?
Pieces of a Man.
Pieces of a Man. So Pieces of a Man drops on the 16th, man. Thank you for coming out, being on the show with us. I'm pretty sure we'll have many more, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
No, you keep talking.
Oh, this guy.
I hit the wrong button, man. Hey, man, you know. You need to wear your glasses, man. Why don't you get late? Right, why no, this time I just hit the wrong button. I'm
Not
so
that. I'm
used
talking about when you're trying to see stuff on the screen, man.
You want to know the truth, bro?
What?
All right, so I'm gonna tell you why I've never dabbled in LASIK. First off, Final Destination fucked that up for me. You seen the Final Destination where homie was getting LASIK and he died or something? Like the laser did some weird shit.
Yeah, I'm vaguely.
And then secondly, I'm not too comfortable with lasers around my eyes. Even though we have the LASIK eye surgery technology from the space station, because it was a laser guided system that docks the space shuttle to yeah. So that's how you get the LASIK stuff.
That's what I'm saying, but man,
I like glasses too, though.
You sound like you bought 400, man.
I like glasses too, though. So
I don't trust the lasers around my eyes. Them there scientists don't know what they're talking about.
No. I think that the scientists know exactly what they're talking about. I think LASIK is probably fire. I'm just afraid the day I get LASIK, the machine gonna malfunction. So and plus I like glasses, bro. Then I would have this habit of buying glasses with no prescription in them, and I feel like I would feel like a fool if I walked around with just regular glasses with just plastic lenses. If they're not sunshades and I don't have them on in the sun, then I feel like you're an idiot. So I want to keep buying glasses.
I worn glasses several times that had just lenses in them.
I mean, I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm just saying. I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm just saying.
I'm saying because I saw somebody gave me a pair of glasses. I was like, oh, these fly, man. You know what I'm saying? These like an accessory, man. I mean, women play dress up. Why can't we sometimes?
Do you feel like
I hate waiting on people to get dressed, bro. I mean, I get dressed, but like put makeup on. Oh man, I hate that, bro.
You know what? I've been blessed to have a wife that is naturally beautiful.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have to wear a face of makeup to look good.
I said, I'm gonna stop you, Mr. Misogyny, right now. She doesn't want to. Not that she didn't have to. Not saying she has to. I'm saying the other women don't have to. They want to.
So you the moral police about this, but you will drop the F-bomb.
What? Man, it's a word, bro.
All right. So like I said, my wife doesn't have to put on a bunch of makeup or doesn't have the desire to put on a bunch of makeup.
Okay, there you go.
And even when she does want to put the makeup on, it's not like an hour worth of makeup. And that
want 5 minutes, man.
It's hold on, time out.
Yeah.
Any woman who's putting on makeup, whether if it's a face full or half a face full.
Yeah.
I mean, 20 minutes is about a good number of 20 minutes, bro. 20 minutes put 20 minutes. 20 minutes put the makeup on.
You know how imperfect I am in life, bro. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it's feasible. Like some people don't like liver. Some people don't like chicken. Some people don't like fish. Some people don't like waiting on somebody to put their face on.
Now, I have a bad habit of this.
What?
Because of my mom.
Yeah.
If you need to be at the venue, if the venue starts at 8.
Yeah.
And you need to be in your seats at 7:15. No, if the venue starts at 8 and you need to be in your seats at 7:45.
Yeah.
I gotta tell my mom we gotta be there by 6:30. If I tell her we gotta be sitting in our seats by 6:30, we will just make it in time to sit in our seats for 7:45.
Yeah, okay.
And so because of that, it takes my mom like an hour and a half to get dressed.
Yeah.
So I won't get dressed until I see as a teenager.
Yeah.
Or even right now, if I'm go over there, I'm going somewhere with my mom, and I'm getting dressed in the same house with her.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna attempt to start getting dressed until I see my mother walk out of her room with like her blouse on and her pants or skirt or whatever she's wearing.
Yeah.
That's when I'll start getting dressed, because I know from that point it's gonna be another 45 minutes before she's done. And my mother, this is the sad part. You wanna know the sad part?
What?
My mom doesn't even wear makeup. She might put some eyeliner on, some lipstick, a little bit of powder, but she doesn't even wear makeup.
What you think she's doing, man?
I don't know. Me and my dad for years, bro, Sunday mornings growing up was the biggest struggle in our house.
Maybe what if she just like, look at these stupid ass niggas waiting on me. They ain't say nothing. She in there just blowing one.
It'll take 45 minutes for my mom to put on her necklace, her earrings, her watch, her bracelet, and some lipstick.
Yeah.
Like her hair be done.
Man.
I think sometimes, depending on the time of day.
Yeah.
All right. So this is one thing. In the mornings, especially when she would work, she has to have, even like to this day,
Yeah.
my mom has to have 2 cups of coffee in the morning. So regardless of what's going on, she has to have her 2 cups of coffee. Now, me
Like
and
2 full cups or like 2 cups in 1 cup?
it's never, so she never finishes them though. And that's the funny part too.
Yeah.
My mom make a cup of coffee. Now, right now she's retired, so she has nothing going on but coffee and TV. So now she'll drink, the cup and a half.
Yeah.
But when she was getting ready for work, she'll come up front, no matter what it is. She ain't gonna be in a rush. She's gonna sit there, put the coffee on,
Yeah.
and stand in the kitchen while the coffee's being made. And then she's gonna prepare a cup of coffee. And she's real particular about what she puts in it. And then she's gonna stir it up. And she's just gonna sit there and sip the coffee in the kitchen. Put it down, start getting dressed, come back. Oh, my coffee's cold. Pour a fresh cup.
Coffee's a drug, bro. Coffee, sugar, man, them all drugs, bro.
Bro, she be drinking like half calf.
No, I'm just saying, not coffee and sugar. I'm talking about coffee by itself.
It is a drug. It's a
sugar
stimulant.
by itself.
They're both drugs.
Yeah,
yes.
it's just drugs. I thought about this, the drugs that we take on a regular.
I really don't like too much sugar in my coffee. And I don't like too much cream in the coffee. But caffeine, I'm 100% addicted to caffeine.
Caffeine, I don't drink coffee, but I drink tea.
I'm 100% addicted to caffeine. Energy drinks is my thing now, especially the 0-calorie energy drinks.
That tastes like
The Bang and the Rain.
it tastes like candy medicine.
No,
The diet one.
Bang and Ring is pretty good, depending on the flavor you get. I don't really dabble in the Diet Monsters and the Red Lines and now it's one I get, and this is how I know I'm addicted to it. I go on Target on Washington Avenue. I'll be needing an energy drink sometimes, and all they got in there is the C4s.
Yeah.
Now C4s, depending on it's all right, but
I'm not a fan.
some reason that Target has Skittle C4 and Starburst C4s.
That's the most childish thing I've ever heard in my life.
Bruh. And it's trash. So I was like,
That's the most child. That's probably the most childish 2 sentences I've ever. Would you say
it's
Skittles?
Skittles. It's Skittles.
C4,
So you go pick up the
and
C4.
Starburst.
Yes,
C4?
bro. You go pick up the C4 can. And they used to have regular flavors, and they were pretty good. Yeah. I can never find the regular flavors in the cooled section of Target. So I went in there, because I don't go to Walmart. I went to Target.
Yeah.
I grabbed the C4.
Get on Walmart right quick.
Yeah, I don't go to Walmart. I go in there. I grab the C4.
You don't go to Walmart, man.
Nah, man, I'm too good for Walmart. I go on Walmart. I go to Target. I grab the C4. And it says Skittles, bro. And I'm like, I tried Skittles. Like the first time I saw it, I'm like, shit, I love Skittles. So I grabbed the C4. And then as I drank it, it didn't taste good. It tasted exactly how you described it earlier. It tasted like flavored cough syrup, and not a good flavoring at that.
But Target ain't nothing but like a bougie Walmart, man.
I know, but I don't go to Walmart. If I go to Walmart,
Yeah.
it was the last resort.
Man.
I'm not a fan of Walmart. I'm not a fan of Walmart. I'm not going to say I'm not a fan of the people in Walmart, because then that's kind of fucked up. I will say I'm not a fan of Walmart's atmosphere.
It's like sometimes the reason why, okay, I don't know what I said before, but you go in Walmart and you see some strange people sometimes, right? And me thinking like, man, if strange people are here and I'm here, them motherfuckers might be like, look at that strange. They might think I'm the strange person. So I can't be in here, man, because there's too many strange people. There's too many strange people in here, man.
See, at one point in time, when I was younger, every date I would take a young lady on would end at Walmart.
So what y'all buying at Walmart?
Well, you ask too many questions. But what I'm saying is, Walmart.
Why would you go to Walmart?
Walmart was open 24 hours.
Oh man!
And Walmart has everything that you need as a human being to live available 24 hours.
Yeah.
Target wasn't open 24 hours.
No, it was not.
But now, as I've gotten older, and I have my pick of where I go, and I have my quality of things that I like to buy, I understand why Target isn't open 24 hours.
Because it's too high class to have niggas.
Yeah,
in there.
Because at a certain point, they need to replenish all the good things that are in Target.
First off, everything in Target is red.
Okay.
And then that's just weird off top. It's a devil worshiping place. Secondly, how many pair of jeans you bought from Target?
They sell legit Levi's in Target now.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
Most of the time, Target clothes, man, it's like, man, this just don't fit right, man. It's like,
So yeah, you're right. They do have white man sizes, but
yeah, man. I'm like, man, my shirt, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
this,
yeah.
man.
Target brand. So, but you know what though? So, man, I'm gonna sound real. So I all right. I'm gonna say it's gonna tie into it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do like you. I'm gonna take you there.
Okay. Bougie dub. Dub bouge.
As in my shoe, I like the Allbirds shoes.
Okay. Allbirds.
I walked in Allbirds, and when I was in my time in Atlanta, I went to the Allbirds store. It was next to the Levi's store. I love Levi's, and these were like the most comfortable shoes ever in life.
Okay.
To just walk around in, and they
Better
don't.
than the KD fives, man.
It's like walking on clouds in these.
Like with the full bubble around the whole. Them some tight. Them some
Man.
soft shoes, man.
Screw the bubble. These Allbirds are like walking on clouds. Running in them, you can hike in them. They got some wool ones that are insulated, and then they give you some picture about they're made from like recycled trees or stuff like that. I even threw them in the washer. I thought they wouldn't clean up good. I cut the grass in them on accident, but whatever.
Yeah.
But they're durable. So I walked out of there, and it was no black people in Allbirds. It was no white folks.
Yeah.
So I walked out of there, and I'm like, man, what else the white people hide from us?
Uh-oh.
I walked in Lululemon, and I was like, hold on, man.
First off, I couldn't even go in there. Lululemon.
I walked in Lululemon, and I'm a fat boy. You know what I'm talking about? And Lululemon had my size in there.
I don't even know what Lululemon is, bro.
It's an athletic store. It's like a store with khakis, joggers, stuff like that. But it's a flex because your joggers are like 120. Lululemon, bro. But the pants feel phenomenal on your skin. Like you can, do squats in khakis for work. It's fire. But the khakis are like 120.
Lululemon.
Now, if you go on Target,
Yeah.
and their house brand of joggers and some khakis, they rival the Lululemon quality without the Lululemon price.
I'm not going to say that word. You can keep saying it, but I'm not. I don't feel manly when saying that.
I mean, that's your, I don't know why your masculinity is in question about talking about a shopping place.
Lululemon.
With that being said, there is nothing in Walmart that is close to the quality, the high standards that Target holds.
I can't believe this dude doing a Target commercial.
Man, Target got like legit Levi's in there, bro. You can go get you some legit Levi's out of Target. So like if you want to take the young lady on a date and you're rushing and the only place that you can get to is Target, bro, you can buy a legit fit out of Target to go like to Steak 48.
One of my longest relationships, we met in Target.
Say that one more time.
One of my longest relationships in life.
Yeah.
A girl.
Yeah.
We met in Target.
Because if you would have met at Walmart, hey, let me tell you, buddy, would have been a headache.
Been a headache. Man.
Would have been a headache, brother.
Target is kind of overrated, bro. Like
What?
Target, yeah, man. Target, like, okay, let me tell you why Target's overrated. Target's overrated, man, because it is, man. Like both of them are like, man, it's like drone schools. Like you're a part of the masses now.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you told me Target was overrated, and then your answer to Target being overrated was just like, man, it's overrated, then I can't rock with you because you ain't giving me one reason why it was overrated.
Because it's like if you see a girl and she's so fine and you can't even, like, man, she just fine, bro. Like, but
So watch this. Target is Lori Harvey.
nah, man, not even close.
Well, how is it not close? What do you mean?
What is wrong with Lori Harvey?
What is wrong with Target?
Man, it's a knock. It's the prettier cousin of it's Keisha. It's Keisha cousin from across town. That's what Target is. Target is Keisha cousin across town. She got Walmart is Keisha, and Target is Keisha cousin down across town.
So
she got the same characteristics, but she just
look better.
Just look a little better, man.
Hey, how you know that's not Lori Harvey?
Lord, why you keep trying to make Lori Harvey some person that's not a great person to be around, man?
I never said. See, I didn't say that. Yeah. I'm using her because she has been deemed the cream of the crop, the prize to be won.
Yeah.
So I'm comparing Target to Lori Harvey status.
No, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if Lori Harvey's here,
yeah,
then the supermarket or shopping experience equivalent to a Lori Harvey is Target. And I will say that Walmart would be the shopping experience quality of, let's say, Sukihana.
You put Suki.
Sukihana is 100% Walmart. Let me tell you, sir.
Suki is Walmart.
Sukihana is 100. Suki with the good coochie is 100% Walmart.
Suki is Suki Walmart.
And if she's Walmart,
but
Target is Lori Harvey.
Nah, man.
Man.
But it ain't really but two like department stores like that to compare. I mean, you can't compare anything to them, man. It's just them two. No more Kmart. You know what?
Not in Texas. It's Kmart.
Yeah, but watch this though. I'm gonna go on a limb, bro. Fiesta, bro, is harder than both of them, man.
Who?
Fiesta, man.
Who?
Fiesta, man.
See, I could have rolled with you if you would have said HEB Plus, but nah.
The Fiesta on South Post Oak and 90, bro. You can do whatever you want in there, bro. You can go in there and get clothes. You can go in there and get food. You can go get cooked food. You can go international food. You can get fruit. You can get your cereal. You can get, man, it got everything in there.
I cannot get jeans.
Well, you can. You can get Dickies,
No.
bro.
Let me finish. I can get who?
Some Dickies.
Oh man, see.
And you can get some.
See, I know why this conversation isn't working because I'm speaking to someone who enjoys the Sukihana level shopping experience.
What you mean? You can't. So can you get some Dickies from Target?
I don't wear Dickies though.
Can you get some Dickie overalls? No.
I don't wear Dickie overalls.
I mean, that's the problem. That's the problem, right?
I've evolved from Dickies, sir. I don't wear
evolved.
Dickies.
You never.
I've evolved from Dickies.
Dickies a multi-million-dollar corporation. How you evolve from that?
I don't wear them. What do I wear Dickies for? Tell me why do I need to wear a pair of Dickies?
That's when you G'd up like that.
There's no reason for me to wear a Dickie suit. I'm not from the West Coast. I'm not rapping no more. You know what I'm talking about? I would rather put on some Levi's, a nice T-shirt, maybe a Columbia jacket. You know, Columbia jacket, maybe a Michael Strahan branded athletic hoodie. I have one. It's very comfortable. Shout out to my man, Michael Strahan. His clothes are phenomenal. They feel good on your arms. You know what I'm talking about? You've never worn a Michael Strahan branded shirt?
I've never worn a Michael Strahan.
Yeah, because you only wear Dickies and you shop in Walmart.
Now, don't shop in Walmart.
Oh, so what you caping for them? So
I'm just saying that they're not. No, there's not a big difference between.
It's
Walmart
a big difference between Walmart and Target.
The music they play and the only no difference between Walmart. The major difference between Walmart and Target is that Walmart has blue shit everywhere and Target has red shit everywhere.
Air quality is better in Target. You can walk through the aisles.
It's worse, man, because the ceiling's lower, man.
You can walk through the aisles and not trip over goods. You know.
It's about Family Dollar. That's not Walmart.
If I ask an associate, hey man, what aisle can I find the Grey Poupon? They won't tell me. I don't know. I think it's on aisle 5. The associate gets on the radio and be like, excuse me, we have a guest that needs some Grey Poupon. Can you please bring me like two cases to the front, please? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't even want to say I want to say it. I don't even want to say what I was saying. I want to say it, man, but you know what, man? It's the last thing. You can
we have 3 colored people coming in. I'm pretty sure that they would like to find the Coke Zero to mix with their Hennessy. And then they tell you where to go.
Look, man, I went to Target like 3 or 4 times, and everybody's always working diligently, right? And they might look attractive, from a distance. And you get up on them, and you be like, oh, come on, Target, man. Y'all done fooled me again, man. Nah, man.
Wait, are you talking about because so you want the associates to look good, too?
I'm just saying they have I don't want to say catfishes, but like body fishes. I ain't going to tell you to the extent because that's going to get us canceled. But
all I'm saying is if there were mascots for Walmart or Target, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, would be the mascot for Target, and you would be the mascot for Walmart.
if I was man, I'm too.
You too what?
Because you can buy a Reebok out of Walmart, man. So I don't know if that's good or bad. I think it's bad.
For Reebok, bad.
You can buy a Reebok. I mean, but what else can you buy a Reebok though?
At a Reebok store, I don't know. At Foot Locker, at Foot Action, at Finish Line.
If you find a pair of Reebok,
at JD Sports.
If you find a pair of Reebok clothing in JD Sports you're
not gonna find Reebok clothing.
I'm talking about Reebok
JD
clothing.
Sports.
You can buy Reebok clothing.
Who wears Reebok clothing, bro? The only thing Reebok put out that was even remotely good was the JJ Watt shoes.
Look, they got
Iversons. Iversons, Sean Kemp's.
That's what I'm saying.
Shaq's. Iversons.
Shaqnosis.
I didn't mess with the Shaqnosis, bro. I ain't like the Shaqnosis.
You got it. Because it was hypnotized, bro.
Nah, I would have rocked the Ewings before. Matter of fact, I had a pair of Ewings. I never owned a pair of Shaqs. I owned a pair of Ewings. I owned a pair of Etonics because I fuck with Dream.
Ewings were some of the ugliest shoes, bro.
And most uncomfortable at that, too, bro.
Heavy.
Heavy wasn't the word, bro. You didn't even need the ankle weights if you wore some. If you was hooping in Ewings,
take them off, man. You know everybody.
I don't know how Ewing actually hooped in Ewings.
He did. He never did. I think he had Adidas.
And now I know it's a black owned brand, so that's pretty fire now.
Damn, we talking down on Ewings, man, but they was bulky, bro.
But they Reebok pumps though. Back in the day, the Ewings were Reebok pumps.
Nah, man.
I had no, not the first pair.
Ewing with Adidas, bro.
No, they weren't, bro.
The first pair.
You might be right. I might be tripping. I might be confusing some Reebok pumps.
Yeah, the first pair of Ewings was Adidas, and then he got the Ewing Athletics. Like
I'm thinking about the black top Reeboks. My bad.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right. The
black tops had the pump. Yeah.
The Ewing's tongue was so big it should have had a pump on it.
Yeah. You talking about the Dominiques and the
Yeah. And so I had a pair of Reebok pumps. When I was skinny enough to hoop.
The D Brown.
I really thought that Reebok pumps and pumping them up actually did something.
Just made your foot almost break. That's all.
Yeah. Does the air bubble do anything?
Yeah, man. I'm telling them, KD. I was trying to find the model, man. It got the whole bottom of the air, like some Air Max, man. But the basketball shoes, man. Them shoes is almost as comfortable as my Skechers. My Skechers are like. Whew.
I mean, Skechers got to be comfortable because they for old. Yeah. They for old people.
Nah, I got some Skechers that got Goodyear tire bottoms on them, bro.
You fell for the bullshit?
Nah, they really Goodyear, man. They squeaking everything, bro.
That's like them Pumas. They got Pirelli bottoms.
Yeah, I got Goodyear bottoms, man. They
see. I didn't like the air bubbles in the hooping shoes because I got a pair of Tim Duncans.
Yeah.
And I was just walking around in life and the air bubble popped. So I can imagine hooping in them. And they was kind of heavy. They heavy too.
Nah, these KDs, bro. The whole bottom row, bro. This whole part here, all that is a bubble, man.
But see, it's good for you small ankle frail niggas like KD because he got a small ankle too. And it's not a shot. Like really, y'all skinny.
What that mean? What that do my ankle?
Well, you got small ankles.
My ankles is regular size, man. You got small ankles.
I'm fat, so they kind of,
Ankles ain't fat. I mean, skinny, man. My ankles fat, so.
What kind of color, pause, nigga. What kind of colorful shoes are these?
These are some Adidas, man. Some Adidas.
The only Adidas I truly like to what? I don't want to be the color police or the fashion police. So the joggers and the hat match.
Yeah. And
then you roll into the shirt.
Yeah. My rocket socks.
But then you got red socks and pink shoes.
They're not always pink. They got different colors of pink. And pink is a derivative of red.
Yeah, you got pink on. I'm talking about.
Yeah. But it also got orange on.
Pink.
It has one strip of pink. Well, it has two strips of pink.
Yes, we have the young black man coming in. He's looking for Dickies. I think he's at the wrong store. Send him back to Walmart, please. Thank you.
So you can buy everything at the Fiesta. You can get your insurance. You can buy.
Yeah, you can. You get you some Fred Lawyer insurance.
You can get your nails done, your hair did. You can do everything. You can get furniture. They got furniture, but they ain't got no furniture in Walmart.
They got furniture in Target. Yeah. You can get you can get you like some hood gold too, bro. Like 10 karat.
Yeah, you can get jewelry, bro.
You can get you like a 10 karat nugget chain.
You can get what else can you get at Fiesta, man?
Or you can get you like
Can you get machata? Can you get machata at Walmart? Nope.
You can get you a bracelet from Fiesta that got every saint on it.
Oh yeah, you can get the candles. You can't get them candles at at Target.
The Black Magic or witchcraft candles.
No,
you can just get the plain
Marys.
white ones. You can't get like the Virgin Mary,
Can't
the
get the
St.
Virgin
Peter's,
Marys,
and all of that.
Can't get them. That's the only.
Or like the money candle. You can't get the money candle at Target.
You can't get the Mexico shirts, man. The Mexico fitteds. They got the Mexico dry fit. I got 2 of them. Mexico dry fit. $8.
Dry fit. I don't want to make
$8.
I don't want a Mexico dry fit.
$8.
But the other piece is that's just, it ain't Fiesta. It just happens to be space Fiesta is renting out though.
What you mean? That's Fiesta, bro.
No, it's not.
Inside of Fiesta. That's what I'm saying.
If I go to the Fiesta on by my house, by the clock. When I walk in there, the first place on the outside you have like your shop, so you can buy like on the right you can get you some luggage and some furniture and like a little scooter for your kid.
Bro, you tripping?
It's gonna break like in 2 weeks.
You tripping, bro? You talking about that's the Fiesta on Main? It had the stuff outside. The one on.
I said once you go inside, the Fiesta in the Clark. Once you go inside, the shops are inside the front door. Yeah, to the left and the right, and then you got your jewelry center in the middle with a little Chinese man be selling you stuff with like Virgin Mary bracelets.
But watch this. I'm saying
you get you some nachos. You can get you some.
For once you walk
Metro PCS.
Bro, once you walk in the Fiesta and you walk around the Fiesta, they got a whole clothing section on the far left side. They got shirts and hats
and some knockoff Timbs and all of that.
That's what I'm saying, man. They don't got that in Target.
They have a clothing section in Target,
but then you can't get no Mexico dry fit for $8.
I don't want a Mexico dry fit, bro.
Why don't you want a Mexico dry fit?
I want a nice long sleeve hooded shirt that I can go, walk 3 miles.
You can get one of them too. You can get one of them too.
That shit gonna be itchy. It's gonna fade after the first wash.
My Mexico stuff ain't faded yet. You can get Ecuador, you can get Mexico, you can get any Latin country. Logo patched on, sewed on, stitch, not iron on, not DTG.
Can I get like maybe a Houston Texans stitch? No.
Yes.
No, because they don't sell that football.
Hold on.
They sell the other football.
No, you can get a Houston Texans now. It won't be an official. It won't have it'll be the Texans bull, but it'll probably like be over the whole chest. And it'll be the Houston. It'll be the Texas.
It'll be the Tejas Toros. That's what it'll be.
It won't be the Houston Texas star. It'll be the
Tejas Toros. I'm telling you, that's what it's gonna
Texas, be. You can get some knockoff Texas stuff, man.
He's looking for Tejas Toros apparel. We don't sell that here in this establishment. You need to take your colored stuff to Walmart, sir.
Like, hey, can I get that Texans? They got the it's lime green and like, man, they ain't real, man. I just saw one over there. It's lime green. Got the purple, the eye. Like, nah, bro, that's Pookie stuff.
Cool, man. Well, look, man, it's late. We're gonna get out of here, man. We had a good pod today. What you got in closing, young James Boogie Augustus?
My beard is starting to do what it do, man.
Your beard is starting to beard.
Starting to beard, man. I think I might need to trim it down to show that I'm coming back. I'm finna trim down because I'm finna trim down. I already posted it to come back. I'm on the comeback trail.
I saw that, man. This is what I need. This is what I want you to do.
What?
I want you to get a. Damn, I'm camera shaming. I want you to get a slightly better camera for your comeback tour. Because I
got a better camera. That was just my phone.
I just will use that because I want to see. I want to see in 4K you rim graze dunking.
I'm gonna be dunking. What you mean rim graze?
Rim graze. I want to see these power layups in 4K.
You know what I'm saying?
1080p.
I was just showing you the jumper, and I ain't showed it. I was just showing you that this turnaround game, this stretch 4 game. I used to be a 1, now I'm a stretch 4.
So I feel you, bro. I got some smoke. I got some smoke for OG Mario Lewis, man.
Oh.
Yeah. I got some smoke for the OG. You know what I'm talking about?
What you did?
OG say I look like I'm 132 years old because I don't be using that Beijing like you and him be using, man.
See how you be.
So yeah, this is for OG Mario, man. You know what I'm talking about? And if I gotta get him on the phone, I get him on the phone.
I'm just looking good, man.
Nah, man, I don't use Beijing. I'm cool. I'm cool with the gray coming in. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
That's what I'm saying, man. You just sound like you hating on a player for doing player things.
Where your hell on it?
Which I don't got no hairline. I got a nice.
Nah, that's what I
That
thought.
dope.
That's what I
you mean,
thought.
no?
I still got a hairline. Yeah.
See, man, you just a evil
Appreciate you.
person, man.
So yeah, man, this has been another episode of the 16 Shots Podcast with Young James Boogie. Hey, Dub.
Tell me how you took, and I'm gonna tell you what I meant.
And we out.
No, talking about instruments to get the bitches, man.